What's up guys, English Dan, back at you with another video. Today, I've got a product from One More. They're an older product, but they're still really popular today, and that's the One More Triple Driver in-ear earbuds. Are they any good? I'll let you know. Alright, so let's talk about these. What are the One More Triple Driver in-ear earbuds? Well, first thing they are is a 3.5mm wired earbud. Still very popular today. A lot of people wish phones still carried headphone jacks, but a lot of professionals use 3.5mm, things like that. People with DACs, LG phones have a really nice DAC in their phones, and it allows you to play through 3.5mm audio. Obviously, you can play through 3.5mm with your OnePlus 7s and iPhones and Androids and whatever else by using the dongle. So yeah, there is still a use for 3.5mm earbuds. But what I will say is, you can't beat the sound of a wired earbud. I know Bluetooth's come a long way with Android and aptX and AAC on iPhone, but you really cannot beat the straight connection from a 3.5mm, in my opinion. A lot of people might argue with me. I just think they sound better when they're plugged direct to the phone instead of a wireless connection. No matter how much wireless has improved with Bluetooth and Bluetooth 5.0 and whatever else, I still think the best connection you can get for sound is from a 3.5mm head jack. Anyway, by the by, I'm talking about something that is to do with this, but not about the product itself. You want to know about these. Are they still good in 2020? Well, let me tell you a little bit about them first. These are the first THX certified earbuds, headphones that you could get. What that means is they went through rigorous testing through THX, and they were certified by them as they meet and they're compliant with what they demand for THX certification. That's a big bonus straight away. You know that these are a quality earbud straight off the bat. They're fantastic when it comes to the sound, but I'll get into that a little bit more later. So what else about these earbuds? They have two balanced armatures and a separate dynamic driver to create a spacious and transparent feeling between you and your music. That's what they say, and basically what they're saying is there's no blocking or anything like that. You get a good sound stage, things like that. The music is pure into your ears from these. It does sound extremely good when you're listening to them. They're very well balanced, and that helps with the THX certification as well. But they are an extremely well balanced set of earbuds. So what do these dual armatures and the dynamic driver actually do for you? So the way they work is they're set inside the earbuds, which are sandblasted metal aluminum earbuds, real nice quality. So they have these inset, and they're inset at like an angle, and they have like silicone covers that helps with the performance and resilience. So that means they're not going to, burn out on you basically. The more you use them, the looser they get and blah, blah. If anything, the looser they get, the better they sound. And that is the best way to use all your headphones. The way you hear them the first time is not as good as you're going to hear them the 20th time. It's just the way it is. They need to kind of burn in, which sounds strange, but it's the way it is. It just loosens them up. Another thing these have got is a dual layer of PET, which increases the bass and mid-range. So while they're vocal forward, they're treble forward, they also have very good mids and really nice bass on these things. They're not like going to shake your head off, but it's a really nice humming, smooth bass. Very, very, very enjoyable listening when it comes to the One More Triple Driver earbuds. So what about tuning these things? As we know, manufacturers tune their earbuds, headphones, everything to sound a different way, and these were tuned with One More. They reached out with Luca Bernard, who is an acclaimed producer, mixer, and a sound engineer. And this is why they sound so good in your ears. They actually went a long way with these things to make sure that these they don't want to sound like $20 earbuds. It's alright looking great, but they don't want to sound like $20 earbuds, and they really don't, and you can tell that the tuning on these has really helped with that. It's a really good quality sound that comes from these. Another thing these have is an inline remote, and they're on the right wire of the earbud. It's connected onto there, so it's above from where it's braided and goes into the rubbery plastic, and it works really well. Even through the USB dongle, USB-C dongle that I've been using, works fine on that as well. No problems. It skips tracks. select songs, kind of took calls through them. They sound pretty good as well. Don't get a lot of background noise coming through when I'm using them. So the remote works really well and they are good for calls. So let me just get that out of the way. I know a lot of people like to use these things for calls, and yeah, they do work really well for calls. Now the packaging on these things, let's just talk about what you get with this. Alright, so not only do you get the headphones, you get 6 sets of silicone ear tips. You get 3 sets of foam ear tips. You get a magnetic clasping case for traveling. And then you get like the airline adapter, so if you're flying you can plug this into the dual port that you find in your seat or wherever it's going to be in the arm of the chair, and you can listen to your own headphones instead of those cheap chintzy ones that you get from the airline. So that's a nice touch straight away. And like I say, you get this magnetic carry case to carry all this in, and you also get a pin. It's like a slide pin so you can fasten them to your shirt so the wire's not hanging around everywhere. What an impressive package. When you open up this box, it's like, wow. One More have really gone above and beyond with the packaging on these. They look fantastic. As soon as you open them up, you're like, this is quality. And it is quality. Nowhere do you get anything like this kind of packaging. I've not seen this in any headphones as yet. Even the top of the line, like $500 Sennheisers and that, don't come packaged like this, which is amazing, really. These are still, they're like $79.99, and they've got packaging like this. It's fantastic. Real high quality. It just lets you know that what you're going to be listening to is something good. And you really are something good. So let's talk about the sound in a bit more depth. So, like I said before, the bass on these things, really smooth. No matter what you listen to on these earbuds, they come through sounding fantastic. Like I say, if you listen to something bass heavy, it doesn't distort or vibrate or anything like that. It's a smooth bass. It's not going to make you be like, oh, to get these out my ears. It's a really smooth, dynamic bass that changes really well. It's not harsh or anything. I really love the bass in these. And they're not extremely bass forward, I'm finding. The mids, like I said before, with this PET, they sound great. Vocals are coming through, things like that. You're not getting lost. The soundstage on these is fantastic. They go from all around you. It's really great how they've done that, and that's due to them putting the dual armatures at an angle with these actual earbuds. And the highs are just so clear on these. They're so clear. They're really, really nice. You find all the details when listening to these in songs. You might even hear things you've never heard before in these songs when you're listening through these earbuds. One More have really stepped up the game when it comes to these. And like I say, these are an older set of earbuds from One More, but they still compete today with everything else. Anything under $100, bang, these are the things to get. I know people are going to moan about, oh, well, they're wired, but wired is also still really good and you can still use them. Don't be put off with them being wired. You'll be shocked at just how good the sound difference is between a wired quality earbud is versus a good quality Bluetooth. You'll definitely hear the difference. And also another thing you get, which you don't get on some things, or you don't get rather on these, is any lag. There's no lag on these, whereas Bluetooth, some devices you have to deal with lag on YouTube and things like that, watching movies. Obviously 3.5mm, it's there. Bang, there's no delay. You get instant sound. So are these any good in 2020? English Dan approved. Without a doubt. I absolutely love these things. They look fantastic. They sound fantastic. They're really durable with the braided cable. The eardrums that go into your ear themselves are actually really comfortable, very well built, not big. They don't protrude very far. They, in fact, don't protrude anything. Well, I've got a fat head, so not a lot protrudes out of my ears. So, what can I say about that? But yeah, I don't find them to be uncomfortable whatsoever. I got no fatigue from them. There's plenty of tips in there, so you can find the perfect fit. And that is the key to earbuds sounding better than they do straight out of the box. Make sure you find the tip that works for your ear. And these give you more than enough tips to make sure that you've got the right seal when it comes to listening to these Triple Driver earbuds. They're fantastic. Do I rate them? Like I said a minute ago, English Dan approved. Don't care about them not being wireless. People in the world don't rely on wireless. They still use 3.5mm devices a lot of places. A lot of your lower end devices also, mid-range down, also have 3.5mm headphone jacks. So, You got to bear that in mind. That's a lot of headphone jacks still around in the world. And you know what? These have got a better battery life than any of those Bluetooth whatsoever. See what I did there? Anyway, all right, this is English Dan signing out. They were the One More Triple Driver Earbuds. And this is me saying peace out. Bye.